Hey guys, so we're back with another play called PA Slide. This is not one that we're going to suggest in your audibles because there's only certain much that we like on this play, but it is something that we do attack cover 2 with a nice little open window. I want to kind of show you what that is. So it's something that you call out of the huddle. If you see that you may not get the look that you want, then you can audible to one of the other plays that we suggest: the PA double post, the wheel post drag, and also we like to go ahead and make sure we got the smash and the stick knot vertical as our setups. Now with this PA slide play, what we're going to do, we want to run it from the left hash, and these are all left hash mark plays to start off, and then we'll get to the right hash later. We're going to do Y on a fade, we're going to put A on a drag, and B on a streak, okay? So what does that do exactly? If you're going against any type of cloud flats, which most people play, and I'll put the Y on a deep blue just so you can see this as well, right? What you're going to see is that this Y is going to turn the linebacker here, or a nickel back if they're in nickel. Most people play a 3-4 or 4-3 against this formation because of the double tight. But some people will go ahead and stick with nickel, and typically we'll try to run more on those players. But this guy right here will go ahead and temporarily basically follow that player in a man activation, right? And he's going to turn his back. When he turns his back, we're going to know we're going to be able to throw this ball to this X receiver in a nice little pocket that we're able to throw him in. Now, the only thing I'm really worried about right now is the user, okay? If one of these players is going on a deep blue, obviously the other one's the user. We don't want to throw into the user to where he's going to go ahead and pick us off. So we try to put the B on a streak just to get a little bit of the user to make sure that he stays a little bit to the right. And we like to run this after a lot of times that we run your PA double post play where you throw the ball to the B on the in, because once you throw that ball, the PA double post to the B on the in, what's going to end up happening is you're going to get that user to really feel like he has to stay at home a little bit more. So this is going to look a little similar to that, where you've got an A dragging, the B is going to kind of start off as a smart routed out type deal, in, and then you kind of do that. Now, let me show you where we're going to throw this ball. So what I'm going to do is going to hike this ball. As soon as the X breaks, you're going to be able to throw that ball right there. I know that seems like a really tight spot, but let me show you why it's not that big of a deal, okay? You're going to see that you're going to be able to throw it to there because what's going to end up happening is that this player goes ahead and man activate this player. Now see how he has his back towards us? He is not looking at the ball. 50 is not looking at the ball at all. Again, you remember I'm going against 91 zones everywhere across the board. Your player over here in the middle is going on a deep blue, so he's getting cleared out. You're throwing this ball behind everybody to this, and you're going to be able to basically go ahead and catch it in between all these players. Now, I definitely did throw this ball, and I like to go ahead and low ball it if I can, because if you low ball it, you definitely have a great job. I didn't do it. Now, if you look over here, this player is wide open, okay? He's going to continue to be wide open with the way everybody man activates, and you're going to be able to throw it to him. So if a user tries to get in the angle of your throw, or if you don't feel confident in this throw, then you're going to be throwing it down to the drag. But I'm going to show it to you a few more times just to make sure that you kind of see it's not always that congested there. That time it definitely was, but it doesn't mean that it always is. Go here, throw this ball here. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw that ball there. And this is the throw right there, is that you're going to want to throw it. You're going to see that time I was able to take it to the house just because of the way that we're able to throw it. Now I want to make sure that I make a mention. I didn't have the middle linebacker on a deep blue. So when the middle linebacker on the deep blue is on the Y, it's going to be a little bit more congested. If I was to put it on the right middle linebacker, because we're in a 3-4 here, you're going to see that you're going to have a little bit more success with that as well. So I just want to point out all the factors of what may happen, what might not happen. So because the player starts on the left-hand side, if the middle deep blue is on the right side, he's going to follow the B more to the right hash, where in the other way, he was going to follow the Y more to that player. So that's kind of the big difference there, right? So here we're going to hike the ball again. We're going to see that we're going to throw it to this X receiver, and you can see that I was still able to throw that ball pretty easily because of where the middle linebacker was lined up. So if you were in a 4-3 situation and say the middle linebacker is directly in the middle, right? So here maybe I'll move this guy down to like he's an outside linebacker over here, okay? So if that's the case like that, you're going to see that the middle linebacker by default will always go to the right side. See how that works? That's the way it will go. But now he's got to go ahead and be in between two players, the fade and the the streak route that we go ahead and run here. So if that's the case and you see, you know what, I just don't like the X route there, what you end up doing, you cut off the play action, so you don't like the X route, just throw it to the A, and you're going to get yourself some nice easy yards. So it's really one of those that you're really going to have some success with. You know, if you want to try and get good with this X, I love this route. I think it's a really successful route. You definitely, you know, if you hit it really on its break, you have that ability to really get some good yards. So that's why I have it in the ebook. You know, it definitely made the cut with 15 other plays that we didn't make the cut, because I do feel strongly about that play. Now, I didn't put this on your play call sheet, but you can definitely use this X in the same type of manner that you used on those other routes before, where you motion this guy over. Because it does have the ability to kind of do the same type deal. You can see here that you have that ability to throw it to this X right there and have that nice option. I just didn't want to duplicate the same route combination over and over again. But say you're in a no huddle situation, you threw it to this X and they stayed in cover 2 and you wanted to kind of go ahead and torch them, you can definitely do that. I just want to make sure that I showed you that. It won't be on your play call sheet, but it is there. You know, if you go ahead and smart route it, it'll go a little bit deeper. So you definitely have that ability as well. So if it's 3rd and 13 and you want to go a little bit deeper with your route and then motion them over to the right and do that corner route, you definitely have that ability. So I wanted to mention it to you, but it won't be on your play call sheet because I just didn't want to flood your play call sheets with the same route combinations to where it looks the same and then, you know, you're kind of, you know, you want some variety. So I wanted to show you this, guys. We'll come back with the next player shortly.